Welcome to the 2013 Nature's Pearl Compensation Plan Overview and Action Plan for Success. By viewing this, you agree to read the disclaimer at the end of this video. Please make sure to read and understand the disclaimer and the full compensation plan explanation and terms located at www.naturespearl.com. On this video, we'll show you a housewife who earned over $1,000 in her first 5 days, a nanny who earned over $45,000 in her first 7 months, and how a veteran networker enrolled more than 3,000 distributors in his first year. We'll also show you the percentage of each dollar that's paid back to distributors. And we'll explain the power of the Nature's Pearl Compensation Plan in 3 sections. Startup income, earning potential in your first few weeks, residual income, permanent income potential, and retirement income, how to grab global market share and position for a long time to come. So here's this housewife. She actually enrolled 5 people with a Pearl Plus package. If you don't know what that is, we'll show you in a minute. And she earned $132 per Pearl package, and she made $660 from those 5 enrollments. She also enrolled someone with a regular Pearl package, and that was another $65. So from 6 enrollments, she made $725. But the group volume that was generated from those packages moving qualified her for the gold bonus, and that, along with the other 2 bonuses before gold, is $300, and that means she made $1,025 in her first 5 days, if you can believe that. Actually, that's routine. We've got a lot of people that have done that, so not that big of a deal, but it's nice when somebody does that. I just had somebody do that this week, in fact. 2 weeks later, for totaling $7,500 in group volume, that's the director rank, she got a $1,750 bonus on top of all the other enrollment bonuses that she earned. So her first 3 weeks of income, she made over $3,000, which is pretty impressive. But again, we've got a number of people who've done that. It's a nice track record to run. I encourage everybody to go and do that. It's a lot of fun. Now this is Rowena, who is a Pearl director currently with Nature's Pearl, and she is in the Toronto area. And she said, when she started in this business, right now I'm working as a full-time nanny taking care of my employer's child. It's not easy, but I have to. My dream is to be reunited with my family and personally take care of them, especially my daughter, because she was only 10 years old when I started working abroad, and now she's 17. And I believe with Nature's Pearl, my dream will be a reality. Well, her dream actually did become a reality. From June to December of 2012, her income from Nature's Pearl was $45,678.31. which is an average of about $6,000 a month for her first 7 months. And now she is a full-time Nature's Pearl distributor, and she was able to be reunited with her family just as she dreamed. So if you map it out and dream it, you can actually make it happen. It's a great story. Now this is a legendary situation. Few distributors will have results like this, but it is possible, and that's the point. And if you just put your mind to it, you can do it. Here's a Pearl Plus package. It's $529. This is what Rowena uses to bring on her reps. And you can see there's almost $400 of products in that package that basically are free, that you're not having to pay for when you get that Pearl Plus package. A lot of marketing materials in there, and plenty of stuff to hand out and get people on the product and let them experience it. In fact, here's the list, long list of all the different things that are on here. If you want to read through that, you can hit the pause button. Otherwise, we are going to keep going. Here's the regular Pearl package, and you can see here there's $259 cost and almost $200 of bonus materials in here. So that's how we start people up, either with a Pearl Plus package or a Pearl package. And here are the commissions on those Pearl Plus and Pearl packages. Now this is on the Pearl Plus. These 3 are paid out to 3 levels of people. So if you sponsor somebody, you make $132, 25% of $529 that costs on that Pearl Plus package, and then the person above you would make 4% or $21, and then the person above them would make 3% or almost $16. And those numbers are paid out on every single Pearl Plus package that moves to 3 levels of people. On a $259 package, 25% of that is $64.75, 4% of that's about $10, and 3% is about $8. We're going to round it up just to make the math easy. So that's what you make every time somebody enrolls with you. You'll make $65 if you are the sponsor, and if it's someone on your front line who sponsors someone, you make about $10. And if it's someone on your second level, you'll make about $8 every time one of those Pearl packages moves. On the next slide, you'll see a copy of the official Nature's Pearl compensation plan. There's a lot of stuff on it, but it's only one page, which is probably really good news, especially if you're a veteran networker. You're saying, okay, great. Many plans out there are several pages long with a labyrinth of confusing requirements and obstacles to getting paid. That's not the case at Nature's Pearl. The founder and leaders of this company want their distributors to make a lot of money. That's another unique difference between Nature's Pearl and many other direct sales companies. Their mission, our company's mission, is helping people help others, and that includes helping them make a lot of money with our company. Now here is that comp plan. As I told you, you might look at this and say, wow, that's a lot, but you know, really there's only 4 sections here. You can probably figure out these 4 sections very quickly. It's very easy to follow what's mapped out on this page, and there's only really 3 areas of pay. The first is not an area of pay, it's just the rank and the requirements, all the different ranks across. And then this is what you get paid on enrollments, and then these are one-time bonus payments, and then monthly leadership pool bonuses, and then your residual payout on monthly product orders. And so those 4 areas, we'll call those 4 sections. Number 1, ranks with volume requirements. 2, enrollment bonuses, which the company calls first order bonuses. That's when a person places their first order as a rep. And then one-time bonuses, career promotion, and leadership bonus pools. And then residual pay. And that's really all you need to focus on, and we'll go through each one of these sections individually so you can understand what they are. Keep in mind, the only way we get paid is if product moves here at Nature's Pearl. And if you want to download a copy of that one-page PDF and follow along as we review it, of course you can pause this and go grab the PDF at mypearllife.com. That's mypearllife.com. And then when you get there, click Pearl Preview. That's one of the menu items. And then click Compensation Plan down below. And you'll see it's a PDF, and you can either display that in your browser or you can download it and have a copy to print out or do whatever you want to. So if you want to pause this now and go grab it, feel free. Now the ranks and requirements to maximize your compensation are shown here, and that's at the very top of that PDF. And you can see we've got after you become a distributor, we've got 8 different promotions that you can earn, and you might notice that the first 3 are fairly quick to grab, as already demonstrated by the housewife who hit gold in her first 5 days. Not hard to go and do that. And then director in the first 3 weeks, that's the 4th promotion. And then you can see platinum director, that's a lot more volume. That might take you a few months or even a year to do. And then pearl director, triple the platinum. And then black pearl, 4 times the pearl level, group volume. And then diamond black pearl, which is almost double the black pearl. So when you get up here, this is retirement money. When you get right here, this is where you start thinking about full-time money and a 5-figure monthly check. So obviously you can figure out where you want to go as quickly as possible to make serious income. You want to get in the purple, and that's director and above. To get in the bonus pools, you want to go one step further to platinum, and that's again where full-time income begins. And then retirement income starts at the pearl rank, and then obscene income starts at the black pearl rank. Now let's go through the percentage of each dollar that's paid back to the distributor force on the enrollment packages, and this is the second section of the compensation plan one-page PDF. And you can see here we've got 3 levels of payment that will happen on every package that's sold, and there's always going to be the sponsor who's getting 25%, and then the person above that sponsor and the person above them. So there's 3 levels of payment on every enrollment package, and then the director level will get $15 on a Pearl package and then $30 on a Pearl Plus. So it's just double, and you can see that same thing with the Platinum. And these amounts over here, these first order bonuses, are paid to the upline on every enrollment package that moves in their organization until there's another person at the same rank. So there's a little motivation when you hit one of these levels to go to the next level when someone else underneath you hits that level. So we'll go through each one of these. 25% goes to the sponsor, and then 4% goes to the person above the sponsor, and then 3% goes to the person above that person. So, you know, the 25% of $259 would be 65 bucks. I'm rounding, as you may have noticed, and then 4% would be about $10, and then 3% would be about $8. And now you can see that all of these levels are also paid on every enrollment package that moves at $259. So you're going to get at the director level 15 bucks. You're going to get the platinum level 35 bucks. You're going to get the pearl director is going to get $7, and then the black pearl is going to get $5, and the diamond black pearl is going to get $5. These amounts and all of these three levels are paid on every enrollment package. So you add all those up, and that's $150 that's paid on every $259 pearl package that moves. And what that equals is about 58% of every package that moves going back to the rep force, which actually is fantastic. Now there's a one-time bonus that's paid out as you achieve each rank here, the first 4 ranks, and then after that, on the next 4, there are leadership bonus pools, which are absolutely fantastic. So we'll talk about these career rank promotions first. These first 4 promotions give you a one-time career promotion bonus to help new reps start making significant income as quickly as possible. That would be AQAP, or ASAP. There are some minor stipulations in the fine print which you can have fun getting the magnifying glass out and reading these. Actually, they're all self-explanatory and totally reasonable, but I'm not going to take the time to read through them because they're all very easy to understand. Now, when we jump over to the leadership pool bonus money, this is where we really start having fun. The the top 4 ranks are all 3% of the total company revenue, and of course those bonus pools are there to keep you loyal to Nature's Pearl forever, so you don't go anywhere because you're making too much money. And it incentivizes the entire distributor force to work together to help people who they're not necessarily getting paid on, and that is a brilliant strategy. Just like whoever came up with this design and this layout on this comp plan, they were brilliant too. I mean, it really is just a fantastic job. You know, and you want to work to reach these leadership pools because that will absolutely change your income and your lifestyle for a long time. And the 4th section is the percentage of each dollar that's paid back to the distributor force on product purchases. On those, this is where you get the residual payouts. And I'm going to just tally these up here very quickly for you so you can see all the payments all the way down on 8 levels. That's what you see here, 8 levels. And you can see 5% is paid down on the first 6 levels, and then 3% on the 7th, and 2% on the 8th. Now if you add all those up, I'll just tee up my notes here, that's 35% of every dollar of product that moves. So if you have $1 of product moving, a nickel goes to level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, all the way down, and then 3 cents on level 7 and 2 cents on level 8. So that's 35 cents of every dollar. 35% of every dollar of product that moves is going back to the rep force in residual pay. On top of that, you've got 12% of those bonus pool, those 3% times 4 ranks, so that's another 12% of total company revenue. You add that up, well, that's 47% of every dollar that's going back to the rep force. And I have to tell you, if you don't know this, that is actually more money than just about every other company out there that's paying into their rep force's pockets. So that's a lot of money. And look how easy it is to get paid down 6 levels, 5% every level. Just reach the director rank, and that's 7,500 group volume. That's it, monthly. And you're there, reaching down 6 levels. Now, again, this is phenomenal. There's not another company out there that's paying like that. And even a brand new distributor who hasn't done anything will get paid on the first 2 levels. So you can see that right here. So it's not hard to go out there and start making money with this comp plan. Now I'm going to give you a roadmap to $5,000 a month in income. Pretend for a minute, or pretend, as my 4-year-old daughter says, pretend for a minute that Nature's Pearl isn't a direct sales company and you can only sell these products to medical professionals. Can you imagine that? That would be amazing. You'd be trudging in and out of clinics, but let's pretend you're guaranteed by the company to get 5% of all the revenue you produce. Now, we just talked about that residual income of 5%, and I'm going to show you how powerful that is. Well, who would you talk to if you're going to go out there and share this with medical professionals? Maybe doctors, dentists, chiropractors, naturopaths, acupuncturists, and pharmacies? Or there's a bunch more out there: holistic practitioners, nutritionists, dietitians, physical therapists, exercise facilities, health food stores, pretty much anyone that's into health and fitness, right? They're going to definitely want our product for all the reasons we talked about on some of our other videos. Let's say you land a clinic with a typical patient base. You're getting dizzy. Actually, you're going to get really dizzy when you see all the money that's available here. Now, if you just got one clinic with a typical patient base of about 1,000 patients, which actually I got to tell you, that's small for a lot of these clinics out there. But if you got 15% of those patients, 1,000 patients, to become consumers of our Nature's Pearl supplement, well, 1,000 patients times 15% would be 150 patients. Now, 150 patients doing about $60 a month, that's 2 bottles. You got 2 spouses, let's say, they move 2 bottles, or some people are going to want to take 2 bottles a month instead of just 1 bottle. Well, that would actually be 150 times $60 a month. 150 patients times $60 a month, that'd be $9,000 a month in revenue. Each month, the clinic can sell them at retail, and then we're going to represent retail by the capital R, which is $33.95, or they can make it easier on themselves by putting patients on auto ship, which we'll represent with a capital A, and auto ship is $30.99. And by the way, wholesale is $26.95. We'll represent that with a W. So the clinic will earn $33.95 retail minus the $26.95 wholesale. That would equal $7. If they move 300 bottles, that would be $2,100 in profit that they would put in their pocket. Now, if they put all those same patients on auto ship, then you'd have $30.99 auto ship minus $26.95. That's about $4 per bottle. So 300 bottles times $4 would be $1,200. Plus $9,000 a month in group volume times 5% equals $450. Now, where's that coming from? Well, the clinic may figure out it's probably smart for them to set up the clinic underneath another distributor, and there's a lot of ways to do that. So get back to your upline and talk to them about how they want to position that. But that they could qualify for another 5%, which is paid on all of that volume that's moved. So there's a couple ways that they can make money there. The clinic earns at least $1,500 and up to $2,500 a month on 150 patients based on whether or not they do retail right there or auto ship, and that would be totally up to them. Obviously, it's a lot less headache if you do the auto ship, but it's a lot more money if you do the retail. So that's how much the clinic would earn. Well, how much would you earn? Are you curious? You want to take a guess? Well, we already talked about it. You're going to get 5%, right? That's what we were pretending. So $9,000 a month, group volume, 5%, $450. And that's just on one clinic. What about, if you put 10 clinics in there, how much would you earn? Well, the math is pretty easy on that, right? 450 times 10 equals $4,500 a month. But also, at 9,000 GV per clinic times 10, that's $90,000 in revenue. That would qualify you for the Pearl rank and the 3% leadership bonus pool at the Pearl rank, which would be at least an extra $500 a month. So that would take you to $5,000 a month in income for getting 10 clinics to go out there and crank about $9,000 a month. So it's actually not only not hard to do, but I've done that before in another business. Now, you go talk to a pharmaceutical rep, and they've all done this. So on 100 clinics, now the numbers just go crazy, but instead of multiplying by 10, we're multiplying by 100. So $450 a month times 100 is $45,000 a month. Plus, again, 9,000 GV per clinic times 100 clinics, that would be 900,000, which would qualify you for the Diamond Black Pearl 3% bonus pool, and that would be at least an extra 30,000 a month, and who knows, maybe even more than that. We don't have an exact number on how much that would be, but we can dream a little bit. So you're looking at 45,000 a month plus whatever that crazy bonus pool amount would be, and it's going to be an obscene amount of money. So welcome to dreamland. But you know, there are going to be a lot of people that hit this level and make that kind of money. In fact, we've got some people that are already there, which is really exciting. I don't even talk about that because it's so much money. Getting 10 clinics to do $9,000 a month of group volume is amazingly nearly identical to helping 10 individual distributors reach the director rank, which is $7,500 a month in group volume. We already talked about that. So if you go get 10 clinics, well, you might actually want to go and get 10 independent distributors. The difference is not 1,500 in group volume. You might think it is. You might go 9,000 minus 7,500. Well, you know, 1,500 a month per clinic in GV. You might say, well, that's going to be more money with the clinics. But the difference is how the group volume is created. With the clinics, all the GV is coming from bottle sales. With the distributors, most of the GV is coming from enrollments. And there's a lot more money in enrollments than there are in the bottle sales, because when you set someone up as a distributor and you enroll them, the company is going to reward you because they know that you're not only creating a distributor, you're actually creating a user of the product and a seller of the product and someone who teaches others to do those same things. Use a little bit of product, sell a little bit of product. And instead of 5%, it can be multiples of that with this enrollment. 25% on the first level on your personal enrollments, and then 4% for the second level, 3% for the third, as we already talked about. But you also, for the director rank and above, are pulling in anywhere from $15 to $70 per enrollment, which is another 5% to 13%, up to 13% on every level on all those different enrollments. We're talking about a lot more money there, and that gets exciting. So instead of going after clinics, you may want to instead target individuals and get similar results. So do you want an action plan for building a network that produces a 5-figure monthly income? Yeah, I thought so. Coming right up. We're going to draw the map using the $259 Pearl package for enrollments. Now, if you use the $529 Pearl Plus package, you can cut the number of enrollments needed in half, or you can use the same numbers and then just double the incomes that we show. Whatever works. Irwin and Fletcher, you choose. So here's our little chart, as you've already seen. For simple math, we're going to estimate these numbers. We're going to round them up a little bit. So instead of $64.75, we're going to use $65 and $10 and $8 for the percentages that we pay here. That's again level 1, 2, and 3. And in our demo today, we will show adding 35 total distributors in the first month. That would be month 1. And then in month 2, we're going to add 105 more for 140 total. You add those two up. In month 3, we're going to have 280 more. So you add 280 and 140, that would be 420 total. And if you're wondering how in the world that's going to happen, well, we're going to walk you through that right now. In month 1, the first step of our map to 5 figures is enrolling 5 new frontliners. If you enroll 5 at $65, again with the Pearl package, that's your bonus on that, you'll make $325 for enrolling 5 people. Now there's a bronze bonus for enrolling 2. You get $25, and then a silver bonus for having 4 total. That would be $75. So there's another $100 on top of that $325, and that's $425. So what do we just do? We just added 5 people here, as you can see. Not too difficult. And then in the second week, you then help your 5 enroll 2 each, and that would be 10 more, as you can see down here on the bottom. 10 more people coming in there. And you'll make $10 on the second level. Remember, 65 on the first level, 10 on the second, and then $8 on anyone who comes in on your third level with a Pearl package, the $259 package. So on those 10, you're making $100, and you're qualifying for having 10 total Pearl packages move, which would be over the 2,500 group volume you need for that gold bonus. That would get you the $200 gold bonus, and that would be another $300 that you made in your second week. $425 in your first week, $300 in your second week. And this is just a summary of what we showed there. In the third and fourth weeks, your 5 frontline and 10 underneath those 5 enroll 20 total, of which at least 10 are on your third level. And again, these are just examples and demos. It never works out this perfectly, but you can always hope. But 10 people at $8 each on your third level, that'd be 80, and then you would have qualified for having 30 total for the director bonus. Now again, in the previous example that I told you about, a woman qualified for that director bonus in 3 weeks. There's a $1,000 bonus on that, so that'd be 1,080. Now the director bonus is actually paid after you maintain that rank for 2 months, but you've still earned it at this point. And you'll want to fly right past the director level in the next month. But your month 1 earnings would look like this. In the first week you made $425, second week $300, and then in the third and fourth weeks you made $1,080. So you made $1,805 in your first month. Not bad. So we just added all that up, and again, the director bonus is paid after you maintain that rank, and you'll also get an additional $750 cash travel bonus after you attend the next quarterly Nature's Pearl University event. But we're not even going to count that as part of your income. We're just going to say it's a nice slush fund for you, and if you want to put that on top of all the other money you're making here, you can. But for month number 1, you've got a total of 35 distributors and $9,100 in group volume, or 35 reps times 260, which is, you know, 259 rounded up on that, each of them buying an enrollment package. So we're starting to already build up some nice momentum. In month number 2, your 35 distributors bring on an average of 3 each, let's say, and that would be 105, as you can see right there. 35 reps going and getting 3 each, and again, it's just an average, but you can see this type of exponential growth fairly quickly. 105 enrollments at, again, 259 each, 260 to make the math clean, would be $27,300 in group volume, which would promote you to the Platinum Director level rank the next month. Now, as a director, you're going to be paid $15 on each enrollment underneath you. So if you had 100 enrollments at $15 each, that'd be $1,500. Plus, you earn 5% on the residuals. You had 35 reps from the previous month, and they would all do, if they're active, they would do 120 in personal volume. So 35 times 120 would be 4,200, and you would make 5% of that group volume, which would be an additional $210. So you add 1,500 and 210, and that would give you a second month earning total of 1,710. So for month 2, now we have 140 distributors. You could take the 35 we had added to the 105, and now we've got 140 total distributors and 31,000 in group volume. That's the 27,300 in the new enrollments, and then 4,200 in the active reps that you had doing 120 each. So you add all that up, 31,500, not bad. And you know, the reality is, after you've had such great success in your first month and you have a nice check to prove it, you'll be personally enrolling several more people on your first level. So let's say that you go get 5 more at $65 each that you're pocketing. That's another $325, but you'll also earn the other available bonuses on those first level enrollments, and we'll talk about that. You're going to get the $15 on top of that. If you go to these other levels up here as you personally enroll, you'll also pocket the Pearl bonus and some of these other available bonuses. So in month 3, let's say your 140 distributors bring on an average of 2 people each. And if you're looking at this saying, well, is that realistic? I've actually had this happen to me in 2 other companies. So yeah, absolutely, this is possible. So 280 enrollments times that $259 per package each, that would be 72,800 in group volume, plus the auto ships, which would promote you to Pearl Director the next month. So as a Platinum Director, you're paid $35 per enrollment. So 280 enrollments times $35 would be $9,800 just on the Platinum Director FOB. Plus, you earn 5% on the residuals. So if you had 140 distributors and they were doing 120, we'll just call it 100 again just to make the math clean, that'd be $14,000 times 5%. That's another $700. Not that much, but you can see that 5% is starting to build, and you've got 9,800 plus the 700. That would give you a month 3 total of $10,500, and we're already there in 3 months to the 5-figure goal that we wanted. So for month 3, you've got a total of 420 distributors, 280 that are new, brought on by 140, and you've got $86,800 in group volume. Again, the 72,800 plus the 14,000 that was ordered auto ship, and you are on the fast track to retirement money. So in month 3, there's again that tally of the total pay, and the great news that's coming now is that payment does not include the 3% Global Infinity leadership bonus that's divided among all the platinum directors. So if the company's total monthly revenue is $2 million, let's just say, hypothetically, 3% of that would be paid out to all the platinum directors. Well, if that would be $60,000. If that was divided evenly among 30 platinum directors, that would be 60,000 divided by 30 platinum directors would be 2,000 each. Now, that's not divided evenly. It's actually prorated based on how much of that revenue you actually have. So the higher your revenue, the bigger the share you're going to get of that 3%. But again, just to keep it clean, we're going to say that it's divided evenly, and that would be $2,000 per platinum director right there. If we had $2 million in revenue, resulting in $60,000 at 3%, divided by 30 platinum directors. If we had 30 platinum directors getting a piece of that 3%, $2,000 added on to all of that total pay, you can see that takes your $10,500 up to $12,500. Not bad for your third month. So we're talking about true permanent residual income, because people will continue to use our products month in and month out for years and years and years to come, and that's the whole key. You want to get to that pearl rank, and you want to stay there or higher, and of course as you're building, that's exactly what's going to happen. And you can see our first 90 days total income under this map to 5 figures. Month 1 we made $1,805, month 2 we made $1,710, and month 3 you got $12,500 for a grand total of $16,000 that was paid out to you there, and you're at the pearl level, and you're loving life. Of course, what you want to do now is you want to continue rocketing towards that black pearl level, and at 80,000 in group volume, you're on that launch pad to fantastic retirement income at the black pearl rank. So this is just a recap again of what we had there in total distributors and total group volume. In months 4 through 6, you can continue to build on that. Your 420, if they each go and get 2 more distributors each on average, again, which is totally realistic, you'd have 840 new reps joining you in month 4. In month 5, you'd have 1680. I'm just doubling the numbers here, just assuming everyone adds an average of about 2 reps. Heck, even if you just added 1, you can see that, over the next year or so, you would literally go to thousands of distributors in your organization. And that's the whole key. If you're in 2013 and you put in 1,000 or even 500 reps, then the next year you can go to 5,000 or 10,000 reps with the exponential growth that you can experience with Nature's Pearl. That's how 2 different Nature's Pearl distributors grew their networks to over 3,000 people in a year. So this actually has happened, not once, not twice. It's going to happen over and over again. The growth is never exact. It's not a perfect geometric progression like we've shown you here, of course. But it's exponential and it's unstoppable. Some people say, my organization grew in spite of me. When your group hits momentum, you can literally be carried along at the rate of growth of the company, instead of whatever your own personal effort is. And that's where this thing gives you that true walk-away income that everyone craves, that everyone would love to have, but they don't know how to go and get it. Here, it's reality. Now, to see the official company compensation plan videos, there are actually 7 of them, go to this website, www.youtube.com, go to YouTube, and you want to enter this in after youtube.com/user/Nature's Pearl Products, and then you'll have the Nature's Pearl company video list. Now, there are no spaces in here, so if it looks like there's a space, there's not. So youtube.com/user/Nature's Pearl Products, and then you click, and there's no .com after that. It's already there. youtube.com/user/Nature's Pearl Products, just like I have it on the screen here, and click the second playlist, Nature's Pearl Progressive Career Plan. That may be chopped off depending on how big your screen is. It may just say Nature's Pearl Progressive, but that's the second playlist there. Click that and you can go through all 7 of those videos. They're an average of about 2 minutes each. and you'll get a little bit more detail on some of the compensation plan fun tricks and things that we went over. But that's it for here. Remember, if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. Have a great day. I'm not reading all that to you. You got to read it yourself. All right, time's up. Hit the pause button if you want to keep reading.